I couldn't believe I was being held at gunpoint by the convenience store owner. I thought they were the ones who got held up, not the other way around. And yet there I was, standing in an empty Quick Mart with a gun pointed to my head. The man said he was on to me, that even though he didn't know exactly how, that I had to be doing something fishy. That he just simply couldn't believe that there was any way for a person to win the lottery 5 times in 3 months, period, let alone from his single store. I tried to tell him that I wasn't doing anything illegal at all, or cheating, or breaking any rules, that I just had a simple system that I was using, and that it happened to work, really incredibly well. Heck, I even offered to share it with him, but the angry man just wouldn't listen, and I was afraid that I was about to die. And I shudder to think of what would have happened if a group of teenagers hadn't come into the store right then, forcing the raving mad business owner to quickly put away his .44 caliber. But as soon as they did, I ran for my life, making it to my car and burning rubber as I peeled out of the parking lot and towards the safety of my home. Until that night, I'd been on such a high. I'd won more than $324,000 in the last 4 months just by playing the lotto and using a deceptively simple system I'd created to predict winners. I settled all of my debts, some of which had been haunting me for years. I'd taken my family to Disney World for 2 weeks, where we stayed in the royalty suite and really did live like kings. I've been able to buy my 2 sons all the clothing they'd been wanting for years, new basketball shoes, top-of-the-line bikes, everything. I'd even just closed on the house of my dreams, a 2-story brick home in a beautiful, quiet neighborhood in the best school district in the entire company. But having that gun pointed to my head sure snapped me back to reality in a hurry. I realized that if I was going to keep using this breakthrough system that I'd created and keep building long-term wealth by putting more and more money in the bank with it, that I'd need to start being a lot more careful. Because here's the truth. Once you know how to crack the lotto code, which is what I want to share with you in this short video, there's going to be a lot of people who aren't happy about it. As you hold winner after winner for months at a time, you'll have to start rotating the convenience stores where you buy your tickets because the owners hate having to pay out cash from the registers. And even when you win the larger prizes, $4,000, $14,000, maybe $140,000 or so, these store owners and managers still won't be happy. They become afraid that the state will start investigating them and trying to figure out what makes their store so special. That's the thing though. It has nothing to do with their store and everything to do with how you're picking the numbers. That's the secret to how I've managed to win the lotto 5 times in the last 3 months and 14 times in the last 2 years. These winners weren't all major jackpots, by the way. Some of the tickets were just for $8,000 or $14,000. Not enough to make you rich, but certainly enough to make your life a whole heck of a lot better. And it's the same secret that a small handful of other lucky people have used to do the same thing once I shared it with them. People like Remy P., Virginia Beach, Virginia, who recently wrote me saying, "Everett, I'm just writing this quick note to thank you for changing my life. This month, I've already hit the lotto 3 times for $13,200, $120,182, and $38,492 respectively. Some months aren't quite as crazy as this, but regardless, I've been averaging around $22,000 per month, and it's all thanks to your system. And speaking of your system, I still just can't believe how easy it is to use. Even a toddler could use it. I'm glad you're not going to share this info with too many people, because if you did, I think the lottery would go out of business." And Ricky W. of Palm Beach, Florida, who says, "I can't believe it. Fillers. What are the terms of the guarantee again?" Now, that one's pretty simple. You get the Lotto Crusher system for yourself right now by hitting the Add to Cart button below that you see at the bottom of the screen. Then use the system for a full 2 months and see just how much money it will make you. If, for any reason, you change your mind, just send me an email and I'll instantly refund your investment with no questions asked. You have a full 2 months to do that. 6. How long will I be able to get your system for? Not very long. Like I said below, I've limited the number of people who can access this to 175. At the time of this recording, 124 people have already taken advantage and got Lotto Crusher for themselves, and generally 5 to 10 more people get it each day, now that it's at such an insanely reduced price. 7. How do I get the Lotto Crusher system? Simple. Click the Add to Cart button that you see below. You'll then have instant access to my guide, my formula, my winning tips, everything you need to start hitting big tickets for big payouts. It's that simple.